Let's play craps and talk. Let's play craps and talk. Let's play craps and talk. And drink some beer. Welcome, y'all, to the Let's Play Craps and Talk channel. It's episode, I don't know. We're out here in the shop. Undisclosed location, folks. Undisclosed gambling location. We got our producer, Charlie. Come on, Chuck. Come on, Charles. Say hello. This is Charles. Good boy, Charles. You're a good producer. Okay? And we are going to play around. Well, really, we're going to play a couple rounds. We're going to play around. This is going to might be a long episode. We're going to play around until this beer is done. Okay? We're going to play around until this beer is done. You can get on up there, buddy. Oh, threw him too much. Threw him too far, but it's okay. He can deal with it. He's fine. All right, folks. Well, setup is looking good. I like it. As you can see, we're exactly where we left off before. We rolled ourselves a 7 last time. 7'd out. We get the 5. Let's see a good amount of the layout. Let's try and make a quick adjustment. Hopefully this doesn't screw stuff up. See, I don't think that's bad. I like to see the whole layout, the hard ways, everything. You'll still be able to see the dice as long as I throw them real good. So let's give it another shot. What do you think, chat? What do you say about that? We got to move this camera. This camera angle's no bueno. Here we go. My dartboard in there. Okay. So that's pretty good right there. Shooter cam. All right, shooter cam. Let's go. This isn't great for making shorts, I've learned. Made a couple shorts. Hope you liked them, chat. Let's see. We 7'd out last time. So what do you say we go for the pass line this time? Huh? What do you say we go for the pass line in a field bet? You know I like a field bet on the come out roll. Quick one. Don't even think about it. 11! Let's go, chat. Okay, here we go. Pay the man. Boom! Pay the man. Boom! That's how you do it, folks. We are in the black. Pick these up. Bring them on over. Let's see, we bet 300. We won 300. That's how you do it, okay? Set these 300 aside. The field bet was just for gravy. We made it. We made it. So let's take this 200. Just move this on over. So lay it on the pass, okay? Just 100 on the pass. I mean, well, no, let's go don't pass. Let's go don't pass, okay? No, let's go pass. Let's go pass. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite us. But if it does, chat, you know what we're going to do for some protection? You can see it now. We're going to lay some chips down here. 175. Right, on all these craps here, right? So we're gonna get, you see that? Yeah, you can see it. So that's boxcars, okay? That would be a pass line lose. So that's kind of an insurance. That's 30 for 1. So that'll definitely pay for that 100. Snake eyes, 30 for 1. This 3 is 15 for 1, okay? So whatever we get, we're gonna, if we get one of those, we'll pay for that 100 over there. It's kind of an insurance, but if we don't get it, we lose 75. But at least we got our point. So here we go. Big money. What do we got? Can you see it? You can't see. Yeah, you can see it. 5, you can see it. And then this one, you can see 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got a point. We got a point. So these guys are dead. Leave them. Here's that. We got 8, right? There you go. All right, so odds on the 8. Ah, man, we did good. If you go look back at episode 3, we did good with an 8. On episode whatever, we bet 300 on an 8 and we got it. This time, chat, we're going to bet 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to double that up. That's going to pay us $720. If we make this, it's going to pay us $720. Here we go. Big money, no whammy. All right, so not big money down here, but we're going to still lay something down, okay? Okay. So this will pay 45. This will pay 45. This will pay 45. This will pay see, it's a 5, 7, 5. So 7 times 5, 35. This will pay, it's 30. So 7 for 6. So 5 times 7, 35. So this will pay 35. And then, yeah. All right, keep going. So what we're hoping for is an 8. So if we're hoping for an 8, why don't we make it a hard 8, okay? Hard 8. Snake Eyes. No harm, no foul. Snake Eyes doesn't hurt us, folks. Snake Eyes does not hurt us. We really want that hard 8, or don't we? 5, 6, 7, 8 on the pass line. All right, so it's an easy 8, so we'll pick that up. Let's hop over to the ChatGPT. ChatGPT, we are sponsored by ChatGPT. So let's see, we got, I bet 600 on the pass line. I bet 600 on the pass line odds when the point was 8. What's the payout? ChatGPT says 720. I was right. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 25. Give me a red for the banker, and we'll call it a day. So there's that. That's just the odds, guys. That's just the odds, okay? There's this. And we're still rolling. We're still rolling, y'all. We're still rolling here. Okay, let's take a sip of beer, because don't forget, this stream, here's the 8 just for proof, in case you guys, in case the chat doesn't believe me. We're running here, so this beer's over. Once this beer's done, we're going to sleep. If we had cats that were not bad, things would be great. You know, I think it's time to bump these bets up a little bit. Okay. So the 8's coming off. Right? So now there's none of that. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more of these, right? There's 100. No, that's 200. That's what I put in. And then this is what I brought over here. So I'm going to use this to bump up here in a minute. But we're going to do something crazy here because we made so much money. We're going to take these, we're going to put another 75 for this come out here. Cross on these craps over here. I think we're going to switch over to the don't pass, though. I think we're going to switch to the don't pass right now because we've been doing good. Hopefully we don't get an 8 because 8's been our number tonight. We've really been hitting the 8s. 6, oh. Chat. We got an 8. Okay. I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? We're going to still put the odds on it. We're not going to do 600. So let's ask ChatGPT. So That's 400. I meant to do 300 there. So we'll do 300 there. Okay. We got 300 on the odds. So let's ask ChatGPT real quick. I got 300 on the odds for don't pass. What's the payout? 1 to 2. Oh, no, it depends. So 250. So 250 is what I would get back for that bet right there. So if I 7 out, it'll be 250. But before we 7 out, okay, these are all losers, right? So before we 7 out, let's bump these guys up. You guys know I'm always working 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5 here in the chat. So we're going to put, so we got 2 on the 4, 3 on the 5, 3 on the 9, 2 on the 10, and 2 on the 6. So we got this. We'll throw it on the field because we're cool. Let's put it on. No, let's put it on the comment. All right. So if we roll a 7, we'll win the com. Not that big of a deal. We'll lose all that we just put out on the places. But we'll make a little bit. We'll make a little bit right there. Don't pass. And we got, you guys see it? Yeah, you see it. It's 10. All right, so that's going to be 90. So 75, 80, 90. Okay. Press this. Press this. Okay. Press this. And that's that. And this was, I just rolled a 10. So this is going to move over here. And then I'll put this here because I'll keep a few reds. All right. So welcome to Let's Play Craps in Chat. We're chatting. This is the chat portion of the stream. Got to finish this beer, you know. We don't know what's coming up next. Now, if we roll a 10, this is our comeback that got placed, right? So that will pay. Shit. That's basically the same as a pass line bet in a way, right? Because you put it on the com, then it comes here. And then that's the same as the pass line, right? So this guy can't take down, I don't think. Charlie, quit it. So anyway, feeling a hard way, man. Hard ways. Hard ways. Okay. Wish me luck, chat. Here we go. 7. Out. Well, we got to keep rolling. The beer's not done. The beer's not done, chat. Okay, we're not done until the beers are done. So these are all losers because we 7'd out. Can you see it? Yeah, you see it. 7 out here, 7 out here, 7 out here. This all comes back to the. This all comes back to the banker. This comes back to the banker. This comes back to the banker. This comes back to the banker. Okay. What doesn't come back to the banker is this. So we already looked this up. ChatGPT said 6 to 8 is going to pay $250 in profit for that, right? So let's do $250. There's your odds, okay? And then for that, we're going to do 200, right? For our don't pass because we 7'd it out. All right. So this, we're going to switch back to the pass line bet now. Points off. I mean, did we break even there, or probably about break even? Pretty close to it, if not exactly it. We're gonna get some insurance, our $75 insurance policy that we kind of talked about already. And, you know, let's play craps and talk. What's the subject? What the heck's going on in Minnesota, you guys? All right, let's roll some dice. 7! Okay, so these guys are losers. These guys are losers here. Okay, but this right here, pass line. So there's 4 of these. There's 4 more, and we'll get 1 black out there, okay? Because I got a lot of blacks over there. You guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to take 400. We're going to let that ride on the pass. We're going to take these, put them over here. You guys, we need donations. You know, chips are not that expensive, but they're pretty expensive. Once we get people to start coming in and we have like a table, because what I really want to have happen here on the channel is I want to have, like, I won't even bet. I won't bet. I won't play. I'll have other people playing. And in the Discord, right, we'll have to come up with a system. And I think everybody has to be on voice, right? And they'll have to say, like, blah, 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 their name, right? They'll start with their name, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'll go, and I'll talk to them. So I'll be talking to them. I'll be like, what do you want? And they'll tell me what they want. And if they don't know how to play, I can walk them through it, right? I can walk them through it and stuff. So then I'll place all their bets. Bets will be done. And then I'll come over here and then I'll roll the dice for them. I'll roll the dice. Then we'll look at what the dice are and we'll make all the payments for everybody, you know? So I think that that would be a cool way to do it. You guys, a 4 with 400 on the pass line? Okay, whatever. So what we're going to do here is, so here's how that's going to work. So the pass line bet, and I'll teach you how to play. The pass line bet, if we hit the 4, is going to pay 400. Because the pass line is 1-to-1 odds, okay? If you put odds on, or if you put odds behind it, now that the point is 4, for the 4, that's going to pay double. Let's check Chat GPT, okay? What if okay, show me the odds payouts for the pass line. So 410 on a $100 bet, you'll win 200. So on a $200 bet, you'll win 400. So that's what I thought. So what this will do is if I hit 4, then we'll get 800, okay? But not only that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put 100 on the hard 4, 100 on the hard 10, 100 on the hard 6, 100 on the hard 8, okay? In chat, if you don't know what a hardways is, let me explain it to you real quick, okay? So, hardways is 4 and a 4, hard 8. Okay, 5 and a 5, hard 10, right? So it's the same number. That's hard. Easy would be like a hard 10, or an easy 10 would be 6 and a 4. You get it? You get it? Okay. You still got to place that. Sticks on the table. You don't roll and sticks on the table, okay? So, okay. So let's lay some stuff down here. You know I like to work 9 to 5. Okay. Good. So what we're really hoping for is some hardways. We haven't seen the hardways in a little bit. Hard 4 is really gonna... Hard 4 would be lit. Hard 4 would be super lit. Hard 8. Hard 8. Hard 8. You guys see it? Hard 8. Hard 8. Okay. So here's what you do, right? Look at it. It says hard 8. You probably can't read it. Maybe you can. It says 10, 4, 1. So we're going to get 10 of these 100s. You guys, I just broke the bank. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys. Okay, look at this. We're down to 1 chip tray. We got no more blacks. No more blacks. Pause. You know, that's not a good thing. But we got no more black chips out there. These are all my winnings. Okay. So I'm taking these back home. Pay the mortgage. Pay for that car loan. Guys, what kind of car should I buy? I'm trying to buy a new car. I'm thinking about buying a new car here. We need it. We need something with 4-wheel drive, to be honest. All right, man, I got too much money over here. I better, I'm going to put some crazy bets down. I'm going to put 100 down on this 9. Hopefully we don't get a 9. Hopefully we don't get a 5. Put 100 on the field just to give back to the bank is basically what we're trying to do here. Give back to the bank, Giving back to the community is important. Put in the comments how you give back to the community. What do you like to do for the community? Knock it off, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, kitty. All right, here we go. Snake eyes. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good for the community, guys, because on Snake Eyes for the field bet, if you get Snake Eyes or boxcars, which is double 6s, hard 12 basically, or a hard 2 is kind of how it, based on how I was explaining it before, you get double. You get double, right? So if you bet 100, you would get 200. So in this situation, you would get 200. Here's 150. This would make it 75. There we go. There's 200. So there's 200. I'm going to let that field ride because I don't want... Yeah. 100, 200. So I'm going to let that ride. If I make this field bet... Wait, what was that? Yeah, Snake Eyes. If I make this field bet, I've broken the bank. So this field bet will be the first bank breaking in the history of Let's Play. If that happens, basically, I don't know what we'll have to do. I guess we'll have to chug this beer. We'll have to chug this beer. The game will be over. I'll have to get in the car, drive God knows how far away to buy more chips. Okay? Because I don't think Walmart's open. I'm going to have to, possibly drive to a different time zone where a Walmart, it's late. It's late. And I'm in here playing craps for you people. Okay? Show some respect. Show some respect. All right? Send a donation so I can buy more chips. So this doesn't happen to us again. This is your fault. 7 out, thank God. Thank God. Okay? Thank God that we 7'd out, folks. Okay? Because the bank was about to be busted. Is that what you want? It's like it's Venezuela over here, okay? Is that what you want, bank? Is that what you want, chat? You want this to become like Venezuela? For God's sakes. Could you imagine? Try that shit in a small town, okay? That's all I gotta say. That's all that I gotta say. Thank God that the bank has something. Thank God. finish this beer so we can get to bed. I'm sick of this. You know? What kind of world is it where a guy sets up a craps table? What kind of world is it where a guy sets up a craps table and then he can only play for one night because he wins so much? Will you be quiet, kitty? It's a bad kitty. No, kitty, it's a bad kitty. All right, finally, the bank is back on track, thankfully. Okay? For the love of God. How should I arrange these? All right. Okay. That's good. We are. Let's do a chip assessment. Quick chip assessment here. Here's probably a better way to do it. That's a lot. Okay. That's my chips. I need more chips for the bank, chat. Okay, so looking forward to going live tomorrow night, so that you can donate so that I can buy chips. Okay? Anyway, let's get back to it. We still got Charlie Kirk. It's a bad kitty. All right. Still got about a little less than half of our beer left. A couple sips. Where are we at on time-wise? 26 minutes. Not bad. Here's what we're drinking. Voodoo Ranger. Chat, donate to buy beer. Give me some beer money, chat. Okay? Sponsored by Voodoo Ranger, folks. Hey, this camera focuses. That's neat. Maybe that's what was wrong with it before. Because this camera here says 720p on it. But then this camera here says 1080p. Oh, shit. Can't lean on that. I need to... Big ass spider, bro. Dude, there's lots of spiders. There's lots of spiders in this bitch. Okay. I ain't afraid of no spider. Okay? I ain't afraid of no spider. That's all I'm saying. I'll kick the shit out of a spider. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Any day of the gosh dang it. So. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'll get on camera for this so you guys can see me struggle. This is a good... Here we go. These are sawhorses. Sawhorses. It's your standard old sawhorse. I'm going to put under here. Give it some more stability. There it is. Not a thing. Sawhorse is being gay. My stick. Quit being gay, sawhorse. There it is. Okay. We'll need a 2x4 to complete the job. Here we go. Yo, what pile? Get us some more support. Moving along with a little bit more support, y'all. Why is this? Okay. This is not a 2x4. It's too long. How can I be out of 2x4s? What's this? Man, sometimes you just find. Ooh, here we go. Why won't this one? There it is. Yeah. It's a lot more stable. Still can't, like, but you'd be like, oh shit! But it wouldn't support the body weight of a man. But it adds a little bit more support. All right. I forget what just happened. But whatever. Pretty sweet wood pile though over there. Did you see that? So I live near a place that like has free wood. They put scrap wood out. It's like a wood shop. They put scrap wood out and I take it from them. And then I glue it together. And I make cool stuff out of it. See? So see this bar top right here? So I took wood from that thing and I glued them all together. And I made this whole bar top out of it, which is pretty dang sweet if you ask me. That's what the craps table is made out of. Whoopsie. That's what the craps table is made out of, is a bar that I made. And then, as you can see here, right? So, you know, you can see here. This is just a piece of plywood. Here, let me turn off the let me get rid of that. Okay, so you can see this is just a piece of plywood. But the thing that it's on, that I showed a second ago is the bar. So what I've done here, oh, my rattan's falling apart. So what I've done here is I've taken the bar, placed this on it, put the sawhorses. Here, let's get an undershot. Let's get an undershot. Let's get our shooter cam back. Ooh, I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. We'll get banned. So underneath, right? See, we got these sawhorses with wood kind of like being the spacers. And that's what that does. But the sawhorses are supporting it. And then that in the back and this side is the bar top, right? The bar top. There's the bar. Here's under the bar. The sawhorses supporting the craps table. Which is pretty sweet, you know, it's quick and easy, bada bing, bada boom, and it's modular, so you can take it apart. You know, if I'm having a garage party or whatever, it's winter now, so I'm not really doing anything like that, but see, here's how my rattan's made. So I drilled holes here. And then this I carved out. I have this little rubber piece and I put it on here. Sometimes I need to put it back in. Chat, we need a donation to get a real life rattan, but this one's doing just as good. You know, by the way, this piece of wood, guess where I got it? Scrap free. Beautiful, isn't it? So, I mean, do I need a real rattan? I don't know. This one's rocking and rolling, if you ask me. Oh, that's a bad view. Let's fix that. You're a funny cat. He's a funny cat. This cat showed up. 30 minutes. We better finish this beer. So, this cat showed up out of nowhere one day and just walked back into this shop here. followed my wife into the shop, and she's a gosh dang sucker. So she let him in. All right. I don't even remember what happened last time because I guess we 7'd out. We were on the pass line bet before. We must have 7'd out. So there we go. We're back on the pass line again. You know what? I think it'd be easier for you guys to see it if I just put it here on the pass line. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I got this in my hand. I'm feeling lucky. Put that on the field, baby. All right. Pass line bet and a field bet is what we have right now. What do we want to roll? Show me in the comments what you want me to roll right now. If you do at and then the timestamp for this right now, tell me what you want me to roll. 7. What is it? What's going on tonight, you guys? With this 5, 6, 7, 8 crap. Okay? It's constantly. Every number that we've been rolling is 5, 6, 7, 8. What's happening here? All right, there we go. So, 8, what kind of bets do we want to make? We lose this because it's not a field bet. Let's grab all of our greens and all of our reds. And see, this is how I would do it if we were in a Discord, right? I'd be like, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and tell me what you want. And then you would tell me. And that's why I need more chips, right? Because if I have 4 people in Discord or 2 people or 3 people in Discord, I'm not going to have enough chips for everybody. So what I would do is I would put those people's chips, and I would keep them separate, right? And I'm going to have like ways to keep them separate. And then what you do when you have multiple people playing is you put them in corners, right? So it's like the top right will always be the same person. The top left will always be the same person. The bottom, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to start out with just 2 people in the chat, then bump it up to 3, like that. Hardways? You guys thinking hardways on this one? I'm thinking hardways on this one. Haven't seen much hardways lately. So, field bet. Alrighty. There's the field. Okay. This is probably going to be our last one for this episode. The beer's almost done, guys. All right. What do you want me to roll right now? What is your prediction? What do you think is going to be rolled on these dice? 5. Did you think it was a 5? If you thought it was a 5, show me in the comments that you thought it was a 5. Okay? Now, for me, 5 is a field loser, right? No field 5. Okay? So we're going to take this off. But we have a winner here, right? So 5 is paid 7 to 5. So for every 5 you bet, you get $7. So I have 5 instances of 5 here. So that's going to be 7 times 5, 35. So 25, 35, right? That's the bet that we got for 5. We're going to bump this up. Not only are we going to bump this up, we're also going to bump the 6 up. 6 is a big dog. 6 is a common one, okay? And then we're even going to go crazy. You know we're not going to go crazy. Well, no, we're going to go crazy because the bank has plenty of money, okay? We're going to bump that hard ways. Hard 6, we're going to bump it up to 100, all right? So 3 and a 2 is what we got. We're going to hope for a 3 and a 3 next. Sip of beer. Calm down, Charles. Snake eyes. No biggie. Snake eyes never hurt anybody right now. You know, it's not a come out roll, so who cares if it's snake eyes or not? Get out of there, Chuck. There's spiders under there. Get, bro. There's all this shit I've been working in here today. This is a wood shop, you guys. I do make guitars. I'll show you in a second what I mean. But I have all this. I've been working in here today. There's all this shit on the ground. Or not shit. Not literal shit. Sawdust. So let me clean this up so I don't attract shit. Attract sawdust everywhere. I keep saying shit. So yeah, I make guitars in here. It's just for fun. If you want to buy a guitar, let me know. I build them. I ship them. Do it all. Here's a Telecaster I'm building. Pretty rad. This is the body. Routed out these cavities. Next step on this is to route out this neck cavity right here. Then you'll be able to bolt a neck on right here. Screw holes through the back. But yeah, it's a Tele. It's a Tele, baby. So yeah, that's that. Would this be cool to like... Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. That's kind of neat. Let's do that. Then people can ask about it, right? It'll be like a way to market my... Hey, what's that thing over there? To market my guitars and shit. All right. Let's rock and roll. No roll. No roll. Let's pick that dice up now that we can get to it. These guys are... You know what? I'm not gonna... This is trash now. Throw that guy in the garbage. Get ourselves a new dice. That one's dead to me. Okay. Hard 10. I only got a couple swigs left of this beer. 8. That's the point. 8's the point. 8's the point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you are. Now, we could keep going. Charles, bad kidding. Now, we could keep going, but the beer's done, you guys. The beer's done. This episode's the longest episode of all time. We had a lot of rolls on here. I'll have to watch it back. I don't know if I 7'd out, but I'll have to do like a... I should add like a... We need like a... Okay, let's see. Text. Roll counter. Roll counter. Right? And then we can add that roll count. And then have the number right here. Select font. Can I get like a normal size font instead of a ridiculously large, angry sounding font? Okay, that's a little too small. Let's bump it up. Said bump it up. Said bump. Even that's too small, bro. Okay, that's good. That's good. Roll counter. Roll Tide. Right? And then we'll put this right here. And then, how do I change it? I double click on this. So then I'll be like, okay, roll count, guys. Roll count, y'all. Roll count 1, y'all. I wonder if there's a better way to do that. Maybe I need an admin. Maybe I need somebody to sit here. You know, I know the perfect person that can sit here and do that. That'd be cool. All right. And then, see, look, I can always just hide this now. All right, cool. Well, that's the end of the episode. I'm calling it after that. If this was a real, I mean, if I was at a real table and I just took all that money right there, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we'll do a state of the, let's do a state of the chip address. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely up. I don't think that we will be able to fit all of these chips in here. So, barely. Yes, barely. Okay. So this is the current state of the chip address, y'all. It's full. We got lots of blacks in there. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Love the blacks. But we got greens and reds and whites too. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. One of the blacks is blue. One of the blacks is blue. Okay. So red, white, and blue. That's the only colors we care about here. I'd be, you know, the roll count idea is something that I missed out on. I wish that I had thought about that before, because that's an interesting feature. I'm going to move this. I don't like this here, but that's an interesting feature, the roll count thing. But anyway, we're good. We'll pick back up. Maybe what we'll do is the dollar counter. Maybe have a roll counter. Maybe have a roll counter and have a dollar counter too. So it does both, right? But that would be complicated and difficult to do. I don't know how I'll do that, but we'll have to figure that out. And I should probably some ideas for the stream. All right, well, that's the end of it tonight. 45 minutes. Wow, that's our longest episode yet. We will end it at that, and have a good night, y'all. Let's make sure this beer's empty. Oh, we spilled a little bit on the table there, but that's all right. Table can take it. Empty, y'all. All right. We made money. We'll call it. Charles is going to bed. I'm going to bed. Have a great night. Thank you all for joining. Looking forward to going live tomorrow. We'll be changing the format to be live, which is going to be fun. There's going to be a chat here. I see it on the screen. It's going to let me see what you guys are saying. If anybody joins, we'll see. Probably not. I'm going to try and mess with people. We'll see what they have to say. I don't know how good I am at messing with people. I'm not good at confrontation. I voted yes. I'm not good at confrontation. I voted for Kamala Harris. Big Kamala Harris supporter. Big Kamala Harris supporter for sure. Not good at confrontation, so not quite sure how the live's going to go. If anybody triggers me, I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm not sure if I will be able to stand up for myself if I trigger if anybody triggers me. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Looking forward to going live, though. This is going to be a lot of fun. The cameras are sweet. As far as I'm concerned, you guys, the cameras are sweet, okay? Like, look. Clamp. And then this is clamped to that clamp in a way, right? So triple clamp, which is pretty cool. But see how these are. Boom. This camera is looking at this camera. So, and then they come. I like it. I like that table setup. Like 90% of the rolls you've been able to see. Like sometimes I'll hit it real weirdly and oddly, and you don't. But it's pretty sweet. Chad, I'm going to set up a Cash App. Or something. I don't know what it will be yet, but I'm going to set it up, and then you'll be able to donate. Right, chat. Well, it was great. And I'll talk to you later, you know. Let's play craps and talk, man. Let's play craps and talk out. Good night.